for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So today I'm going to take you through a couple of things that I've picked up to just finish off organizing all the different spaces in our new home. If you are new to this channel, we moved into this townhouse at the end of last year in November, and since we've been here I've just been tweaking a few things organization wise. So this is what today's video is going to be all about. I'm going to share with you a haul of things that I got from Amazon and some things that I got also from Kmart, just for mostly for the kitchen but also for the bathroom and just around the house. Now when we moved in here there were no rubbish bins or recycling bins included. Usually they come like under the sink roll out kind of situations like we had at our old house. But we don't have any bins, so I had purchased some really small bins to fit in the under sink cabinet, but they were just too small. They weren't working out, they weren't cutting it. We were having to change the bins like every 5 minutes it felt like. So I picked up a couple of different options of bigger bins. I was literally shocked when I found out the price that some bins are selling for. There were ones that were for $290, $456, even $695 for a rubbish bin. I was like, what? How can anyone justify that price for a rubbish bin? How can it be that good? So the rubbish bin that I actually wanted was out of stock at Howard Storage World, so I went for this short-term Kmart version. It was just a plain white metal foot operated opening bin. I think it was $42, which was considerably cheaper than the one that I do want to still get. And now that I've been using it for a little while, I think I understand why bins can be a little bit more expensive. So just running through the next things that I picked up from Kmart, and some were wins and some were fails that went back, but I will show you through later on in the video how I use them throughout the house. There were among these things a couple of like over the door organizers, some drawer liners, some fridge drawers, a over the door shower caddy, just a plain basic storage tub that I wanted to use in my freezer for ice, but it was just the wrong size, and then an extra large of the glass canisters to match the canisters that I use in my kitchen for food storage. I also picked up these 2 flexi grey plastic baskets. One of them I'm going to be using for all of our beach and pool things, so all the beach toys, and you can chuck your beach towels and things in it. I had a similar style to this many years ago and it was so useful. The other one I'm just going to keep in the boot of my car for the reusable grocery bags. I also picked up from Bunnings these stackable storage organizers for the garage, which is coming soon in a needed cleaning and organization video. So the things that I picked up from Kmart that were wins were definitely these under shelf drawers. So they are just little drawers that clip onto your shelf, and then you can obviously slide them out and hold all those little things that always get lost throughout the fridge. So little cheeses, sliced deli meats, whatever you want to put in there, it just stops it from getting lost and spread out throughout the fridge. And it is a great size for mini wrap breads, which my son is obsessed with. He needs these every day in his lunch, so they hold them really nice and flat. So I would 100% just recommend getting them just for holding your wrap breads. A few more of the bins that I picked up, these were also from Kmart. These are for our bathroom, so I have had to go through the house and do a little bit of upgrading, and I'll explain to you why a little bit later, with all of our bins and things that might be on the floor, just to make them a little bit more secure and a little bit safer, just so that little things can't get into the bin. So next up I have a Amazon haul. These things that I picked up were again just random organizers and have been sitting in my Amazon cart that I have been kind of thinking about for the last 3 to 6 months. So the first 2 things that I've unboxed from the Amazon haul is a under the cabinet paper towel roll holder, and then the next thing that I grabbed was one of these meat choppers, and I am so super excited to try this. I think it's going to be so great when I am making anything with like ground beef or minced meats. We often use them for tacos and any kind of Mexican meals, so I think it'll be really handy. The next thing that you can see me opening and putting together here is a handy wipes dispenser. And when you have anything like baby wipes or disinfectant wipes that just come in those little resealable packages, sometimes the seal doesn't really close up properly and they dry out quite easily. So I picked up this one. It is really good. It's sturdy. It's nice, clean and white. It's got a little window so you can see how many wipes you've got left. It also has like a weighted topper that holds the wipes down so that you can easily just grab them one-handed, and the seal around the top seals up really nicely. I'm actually going to get another 2 of these, so one for the bathroom, each of the bathrooms upstairs. Next up, I picked up this Joseph organizing cutlery tray. I actually purchased one very similar to this at my old apartment, but it was just a little bit too big for the drawer that I had there. So when I saw this one, which was half the size, I thought it would work with the Joseph knife organizer that I already had, and I thought that I could use them side by side in one drawer. So instead of having one whole drawer taken up by cutlery that was completely spread out and then another drawer with knives and utensils and whatnot, I thought I would get these 2 more compact organizers and just have all of the knives and all of the cutlery together side by side in the one drawer, and it worked out so well. Next up is something that I got, again to save space. So excited. These have been kind of on my want list for ages. They've been in my Amazon cart for about 6 months. So I finally decided to get them, and this is actually what I wanted the most. And this is a set of magnetic measuring spoons. They all nest together, but they've got like a skinny side and a big side. And it just means that I can get rid of the plastic bulky set that is always getting in the way in my cupboard. And then it came also with a nice metal set of measuring spoons. So this is good, so I can, once I've washed and dried these out, I can pop these into some of the canisters that I've got around to use as like little serving scoops. Ooh. And then this is just a level, so that is good, and that is nice because the magnet keeps them all together. Thing that I got from Amazon. Gosh, I hope these are good. I hope these turn out like I expected them. The great thing about this was I bought it on overnight delivery, so next day delivery, and they got delivered on a Saturday, which is awesome. I know that's probably stock standard for most of the world, but Saturday deliveries in Australia is pretty much unheard of, especially for next day delivery. So these are just some glass meal prep containers. But they have the divider in them. So 2 sections, not overly huge, which is good. Obviously it's fridge, freezer, dishwasher and microwave proof, but not oven proof. I'm pretty sure it's not oven proof. And then they've just got nice clean white lids, which have these snap locks, which I definitely wanted. I didn't want the ones that you have to push on because I've had those before and I don't find that they work as well as the ones that snap on with the sides. So this is nice. That's a nice seal. I love that they're white and I love that they're not too big. Alrighty, so that's good. That's a win. Finally had some wins. I've had so many. Oh, there's one more thing I got. So I just got a scrub daddy because I've seen this all over TikTok and cleaning hack videos, and I wanted to just grab one of these to give it a go. I actually wanted to get the scrub mummy, but they were out of stock until like sometime in February. So I thought I would just get this and give it a go. America's favorite sponge. Soft and firm. Soft in warm water, firm in cool water. I have to give this a go. I've never tried one of these before. So I follow Sharon Stone on Instagram, and I saw on her stories, she's so funny, but this was kind of gross. She said that she found a cockroach in her house and she called the exterminator, and the exterminator said, because you're getting lots of deliveries, she mentioned FedEx boxes, but lots of delivery packages can have cockroach eggs on them. So the exterminator said, make sure you get rid of all of the packaging that is in your home. And I only just remembered it when I started opening this, and I'm like, ew. And I'm like, ooh, how many cockroach eggs have I just dispersed around the place? So I'm gonna unbox this, obviously put everything through the dishwasher and then give it a nice clean down. and get rid of all of this packaging straight away out into the recycle bin, because I do not want to be dropping little cockroach eggs anywhere. It just makes me cringe to think about it, but it was a good tip. So I only picked up 5 because when my boys are away at their dad's, I usually just meal prep a week of weekday dinners, and then I just kind of eat the same thing Monday through Friday. I don't really mind eating the same thing every day, but even when you do meal preps, you can always do like 3 nights, 2 nights with different meals split. But I just like the convenience and the fact that I only have to cook once, and then everything is done, it's all ready to go. Not super exciting, but at least it saves time. It saves time in prep, it saves time in cleanup, and it means that I'm not tempted to order out if everything's already, or I'm not tempted to order in with Uber Eats or anything if I've already got everything prepped and ready to go. Whew. Okay, so get these all open, put them through the wash, and then I will take you through how I'm going to be putting all of the organisers into the cupboards to make more space, and just a few things that I'm going to rearrange to just make the kitchen make more sense and work for us a little bit better. I'm really impressed with these. I remember when meal prep containers kind of first started coming out in glass, and especially the divided ones, they were really, really expensive. They were like $70 or something, over $70, $90 for a set. And I was like, I am not paying that. So I think these ones were around $40, I'm going to say, which for a set of 5 is not too bad, plus including free delivery. Free next day Saturday delivery, which is awesome. Thank you, Amazon Prime, finally stepping up in good old down under. And actually, in my experience, white lids like this often stain in the dishwasher, so I'm going to make a habit of just hand washing the lids and dishwashing the glass bases. And hopefully that will make them last longer and stay nice and white.
I love the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to.
So this Kmart over the shower organizer is a fail, because as you can see, it is so high that you can't use it practically. It's a great idea if this just was on a longer thing and it came down to about here, it would be great, because it's got the over the shower thing with some hooks on the other side, which is great because you can put robes and things on it, and then you can tie like your loofahs and like your little things that hang there. But it is just like so high, like that is the full extent of my reach, and to be able to use anything in there, it is just ridiculous. So I'm gonna have to continue the hunt for some bathroom product storage, some shower organization storage. Now, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might have been wondering why I haven't been posting any videos in the last week. Here is a little explanation about something that has had a bit of an impact on the productivity around here. We have had to do a complete switch around of many parts of the home and a lot of work, because we got ourselves a little 12-week-old puppy. He is a schnoodle, so he is a miniature schnauzer poodle cross. His name is Freddie, and we absolutely adore him, and I will do a whole intro video coming up very soon.
To be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars.
Now, needless to say, with the arrival of a 12-week-old puppy, we had to do some serious puppy proofing and a little bit of reorganizing and relocation of things. Now, my home office used to be upstairs in my bedroom, but the top floor of this house is all carpeted. The main living area is tiled, so it was a no-brainer to relocate the home office back down to the main level just until he is completely trained and until he gets a bit more confident on the stairs. He's so tiny at the moment, he really has a little bit of trouble getting up the stairs and he can't come down them at all. So rather than me having to carry him up and down every time I go upstairs and downstairs, we just switched a few things around and pulled the home office down for the meantime to the ground floor level.
And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else. No one will ever take me, no one will ever take me away from you. I promise I will hold on to you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Without you. You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
So as you can see from the clip, it is honestly like having a newborn crossed with a toddler around here at the moment. So honestly, nothing is getting done at the rate that I would normally like to get things done, but we are just going with the flow. We had to obviously do a little bit of puppy proofing, and these baby gates were just a nightmare. They're really good and they're really affordable. They just came from Bunnings, but I had to go through 4 different types to get one that actually worked. So I had to take back, I bought some and then I had to take them back. One wouldn't open and close properly. One had a screw that wouldn't fit into the screw holder. It was just a nightmare. And obviously when you've got a new puppy that's not fully vaccinated yet, you can't take them out. Bunnings is pup friendly. So I have like a puppy carrier, and so he would just sit in the trolley inside his puppy carrier while we went and picked up and returned these click and collect Bunnings orders. It was just a nightmare, but the puppy gates are up and he is all safe and secure now.
You can take me high.
I am using these Kmart rolling divided organizers to replace the storage bins that I've got right up the top. These are great, but they are just not kind of wide enough to hold a whole bunch of things that I want to store up there. It's kind of like all the back stock and double ups of things that I don't need to get or like reach for regularly, so I want to just pack them all up to the top. And then I'm going to use those ones in another organizing project. So these ones are the same as the range that I've got there, and I've just pulled those out because I'm doing a bit of organizing down there too. So there's the narrower ones up on the top shelf, and then I've got 2 of the bigger ones down there, and they're great because you've got deep shelves but you can just pull them out on their rollers. Oh. Like so. I used to have all of my big mason jars stored up there, but they were just too awkward to get to. Like, I'm not super tall, so I can't really reach in there unless I use a step stool. So everything that was in there I just wasn't using. I've relocated them to this rolling cart, and they're things that I want to just basically use up. There's some baking supplies and things there. like almond meal, coconut, there's some nutritional yeast, and then there's just some bulk things like bulk cinnamon and cocoa powder. So they fit fine up on the top shelf. This shelf is now practically empty. I've just got my smoothie jars here. So I will either have already showed you how I do these, or it will be in a video coming up on a self-care Sunday routine. But basically I just pre-prep all of my smoothie ingredients into these little jars. That way it's ready to go for breakfast. These are just some cordials that we used to have down by the fridge, but I've just popped them up here. I don't mind if these are not in easy access of the kids, so they don't need to be able to grab them all the time because they don't use those really every day anyway. And then this is just all of our everyday stuff that everyone needs access to, and I'm just trying to streamline the container sizes. So I've pulled out all the really tiny size containers of these, and now I'm just using this bigger kind of cereal size, and then just 2 different sizes at the back. So this kind of size, and then that slightly bigger size at the back. So there's really only 3 sizes, and then there's just one which is the only one that fits when you have like long spaghetti. So we just needed to get one of those that size. But they're actually really handy because they hold cereal boxes. These ones that I use for cereal, they sometimes don't quite fit a whole box of cereal in. So that size is actually handier, but that's only a new size that's come out in this range from Target. I've had these ones for years actually, and I'm really happy with them. They've lasted really, really well. Times am I going to change this bloody thing around? It's driving me crazy. Okay, that is good. Not changing that again. If you have been following my channel for a while now, you might know, or you might have the slightest idea that I'm kind of notorious for switching things around in the kitchen, especially when it comes to organization and just the placement of different things. We've only been living in this house for a couple of months now, so I'm still just kind of trying to work out where to put things. I previously had the coffee machine in that microwave nook, but we don't use a microwave, so I don't have a microwave there. And I kind of wanted to use it for an appliance center, so I switched the kettle and the toaster there, but I was just a bit worried about, because it's just a rental, the steam from the kettle if it hits the upper cabinet, and then the heat that is created when you have the toaster on. So I've switched it from the microwave cabinet to beside the stove just to see how it looks, because I was just feeling like it was looking a little bit kind of messy and untidy at the end of the bench where I'd had it for the past few weeks. So I've switched that out for the canisters, which previously were in that microwave nook, which wasn't practical because you couldn't lift them out to grab at the back of what was in there. So I'm going to try this out for the next week or so, and if it doesn't work, I will switch it up again. Ready, buddy? Puppy gate assembly, take 4. Take 4. This one isn't right. Oh my goodness. I think I might just give it up.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. I just wanna love
now we don't have to make a barrier out of the chicken wire and the recycling bin and the heavy things that you chew. Come here, buddy. Where's Mummy's best boy? Ugh. Now you're not getting anywhere. Now you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna get anywhere. You're in jail. You're in jail, punk. Look. I can't get out. I can't get out. I try to get out, but I can't get out. No, you're not going through those. This is why nothing gets done. This is why nothing gets done. Mummy wanted a lap dog. Guess what I got? Got a little lap puppy. Don't bite. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Love you, Mummy, don't you? Oh, you got a tummy full of chicken. How about you just look? You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Say hi, everybody. Say hi. You're a bit tired. A bit tired, sleepy puppy. Ah, don't bite him. Leave it. Where's your Kong? Where's your chew toy? Guys, that is where I'm going to leave this video for today. Make sure you subscribe for part 2 of the home organization updates, where I show you all the other things that I got throughout the house. I also did an IKEA click and collect, so there is a ton of stuff from IKEA that is also coming your way. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up for Freddie. He is just taken over our whole household and turned our lives pretty much upside down, but I would not have it any other way. I love him so, so much, and he is going to be a big part of this channel from now on. Sorry that it's taken a little while longer than usual to get a video uploaded. Hope you understand, and thank you so much for your patience. Hope you love Freddie as much as we do. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye everyone. How's Mummy supposed to do anything? How is Mummy supposed to do anything? Just got a little puppy.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell